Hey everyone, how's it going? Let's play some No Man's Sky. Alright, so, um, hmm, I don't remember tagging that icon, but boy, it's there. Alright, let's check out the Pulse engine. And they need me to repair this with the hermetic seal, which I mercifully have. Let's see, so we can repair it, and it's good. Terrific. Alright, and, now they want us to repair the launch thruster, the vertical takeoff system. Yeah, vital launch and landing gear system. System is highly damaged and requires dehydrogen jelly and pure ferrite to repair. Construct a portable refiner to process pure ferrite. So they have you doing a couple of things this time. And let's see here. Dehydrogen jelly, which you can find by clicking L2 or L3, I'm sorry, like just pushing down the left stick on the controller, and then what you will get are these hydrogen crystals that you can see with the blue diamond and the H, and they always look like this. The game has improved tremendously with how they place these items, and so wherever you land generally with your ship that's by a location, usually you can find these guys nearby. They're very plentiful. So we've got a bunch of the good stuff, as I call it, and we can go into our inventory and make dehydrogen jelly. Now, we already actually had one, but you can actually craft it. I believe, anyway. Yeah, here it is. You can sort your crafting by components, consumables, curiosities, trade items, or just all of it. And what you can make is highlighted, and then what you can't make is grayed out, and you can see like what you need to do it. And another really cool thing is that you can pin these things to your like quest screen, I guess, in the lower right, and so you can just see it and see like what you need and keep track of your progress. So all of this stuff is a tremendous improvement over how it used to be. You had no idea, and you would have to keep track and, you know, use wikis, and it's so much more intuitive and so much friendlier now. For example, I can, even without opening up the craft screen, I can mouse over a item in my inventory, and then you can see the options: square, triangle, and move. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's another thing about this game. You're not paused when you're in the crafting screen. So I'm gonna get in my ship. Inside your ship, you have complete protection from the elements, and you have oxygen, so you're not stressing your life support, and you're not worried about the fact that there's like a fire outside. It's a nice 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit in here. So anyway, and you can see on my control panel, it says the external temperature is 122.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Good Lord. There's so many things to talk about. I apologize. I always get so distracted getting back into the game, but the readout, all of your different displays in your cockpit are immense. I love it. I really, really want to try this in VR someday. I've never done it, but I think it would be awesome. And I love how they tell you, this is your weapon that you have selected, this is the name of your ship, your shield level, this is how fast you're going, this is the planet you're on, and this is your name. So, just awesome, awesome stuff. and these little touches that just bring this game way over the top. All right, anyway, let me go back into my inventory now that we're happily inside our ship, and you can see that I can push square to craft more. So if I have the ingredients, I can just hold square until that little ring fills up, and then I'm just taking my dehydrogen crystals from this stack and just automatically crafting more of this into this stack without having to go into the other screen. It is fantastic. And you can see now that I don't actually have enough to make another dehydrogen jelly. I need 40 and I have 7, and it says in the tooltip collect 33 dehydrogen to craft it. It's just awesome. Awesome. You can hold down R3 to discard something. You can move it, and what does that mean? You can pick it up and just move it to a different slot on your inventory, or you can push triangle and transfer this from your backpack, your exosuit inventory, into your starship's inventory or your base's inventory or whatever. And these things have separate inventories and capacities. The bigger the ship, well, not necessarily the bigger size-wise, but, you know, different ships can hold more space, have better storage, on and on and on. Really, really cool stuff. They give you way more storage than you used to start with. It was abysmal how much storage they would start you with. You could barely carry anything. Now they're so much more generous with it, which is super friendly. I'm going to break down this crystal and see what I get. I wonder if there's an easy way to tell what I got from that. I opened the geode as well. And I guess I just got like ferrite dust. I don't know. Oh no, okay, up in the upper right here, I got ferrite dust and I got dehydrogen. Okay, so it does tell you in the upper right corner of your UI when you are not in your inventory what you got. Now, let's just do a little housekeeping. I need to rename my ship. I do love that it's always called like Radiant Pillar or whatever, but, you know, it needs to be, you know, something fitting to my persona on the channel. Doctors dirigible. It's not recognizing this word. I'm probably spelling it just so badly wrong. Let me try it with, what do you think about that? Do you recognize that? No. How do you spell dirigible? It's actually D-R-I-G-A. Okay, so I was just spelling it badly. It's this. It's D-I-R-I, and then G I B L E. There we go. Doctor's dirigible. Just because I have a PhD in English does not mean that I can spell worth a darn. I'm terrible at it. It's hilarious, but it's true. Okay. And let's see. Now we need pure ferrite. Well, pure ferrite you get from refining ferrite dust. And so this is a part of the game that you cannot do from the cockpit. You gotta jump out, and we have to build something. So here's what we need to do. Grease the launch thruster. Okay, so I need to go ahead and access the inventory, and I can use I can do this part of it. And if you do this part, if you grease the launch thruster with the dehydrogen jelly, like that, then the quest tooltip information in the bottom right will now tell you what to do next. And that means I need pure ferrite. And so it's going to show me how to craft a portable refiner. All right. So I need to construct a metal plating first, and they're like highlighting this, and they're saying, hey, build a metal plating here. All right, and so all you need to build a metal plating is 50 ferrite dust, and I have that, and boom, I've just made it. Now I need to gather oxygen to make this, and so I need to use my scanner and look for oxygen, and here's some. These red plants always have oxygen. It's an oxygen-rich plant. At one point in the game's history, they completely changed. They've actually done it multiple times. It's too hot out here. I'm taking damage from the heat, by the way. I'm going to go inside for a second. They've changed the names of all of the elements and things that you need for crafting the ingredients that you harvest. At least, I think, twice so far in the game's history. And that red stuff that you needed for life support, it used to have another name, like not thorium, but anyway, it was some different name, and now it's just much more intuitive. It's oxygen. They've made so many things more intuitive. Okay, so I need to craft the portable refiner, and so this is a cool part of the game that is also newish, where you need to push up on the D-pad, and now you can bring up your build menu. And so this is way better. You can see it's green, meaning I can actually build it, and this is a suitable building location, and I can just build it wherever I want it. And then you place it by pushing R2, and then now I've put down this portable refiner. I had the ingredients to make it, and then you can just push square, or hold square rather, to interact with it. And then it needs fuel, and so you can just give it carbon. I'll give it this condensed carbon. Boom. And you can see how much fuel that actually gives it by filling up the bar there. I don't need to give it any more right now. And then we're going to give it ferrite dust. I have 218 on me, and this is going to output pure ferrite. And it says it is going to take 26 seconds to process this. And let's just begin. And this is real time, so I'm just going to run away. And oh my god, is there a volcano? Things are exploding around here. My ship is shooting sparks, which is to be expected. The dirigible will do that until I fix it. Oh, look at all these dudes. Look at all these aliens traveling in a pack going somewhere. Look how cool their ships are. By the way, in case you were wondering, any cool ships that you can see, if you can go find that alien, you can buy it from them for usually a lot of money, but hunting down cool ships is one of the funnest parts of the game's process, is getting a cool ship that looks awesome, that has good battle capabilities, good storage capabilities, or you have a different ship for different needs, and you build your own little fleet, whatever you want to do. Alright, now I'm going to look over here, and you can see that the green light is on the refiner, which means it's done, and so we can like hop out onto this really scalding hot planet, and I can get the pure ferrite that it's made from our dust. It's a 1-to-1 translation, and I'm just going to select it, and then it's like, where do you want to quick transfer it? Do you want to put it in your exosuit, your starship, or your exosuit's high capacity inventory? I'll put it in there, actually, just to show you what that is. And then I'm going to put this in our starship. That's fine. Huh. Anyway. Okay. Now, you can actually pick this up. And then just, like, it breaks down, and then you can build it again somewhere. I'm going to go into my inventory. I'm going to go to my exosuit, and you can see it didn't used to be this easy to switch between these tabs. But anyway, here's my main backpack inventory called General. But you can switch between your technology stuff, where you can install like mods and technologies here, and then also your cargo. And then these slots of cargo can hold a lot more than the slots in your General. Alright, so there's different capacity for different slots. I believe that the cargo slots that you have on your backpack are the same capacity size as your starships inventory slots, which are bigger. Anyway, I am going to install... Oh, not on my starship. I don't have any technology for that. Let's see if I can install this guy here. I just need some oxygen to get this oxygen recycler, and I am going to put this on. Reason being, it just makes me more efficient, makes my life support last longer while I'm going around exploring. And as you can see, my life support actually needs charging. It's the white bar below my environment bar in the lower left there. And I can recharge my equipment, and it defaults to whatever needs the recharging the most. It's life support, and I can just give it oxygen, or I can give it this life support gel, which I will do, and that will fill up the entire bar. Let's see, is there anything in these boxes that's useful to me? Well, there's some dehydrogen jelly, and these little red containers have stuff. Oxygen, perfect, exactly what I was looking for. Dehydrogen jelly, fantastic. Always need that when you're taking off. Okay. And let me just look around, make sure there's no animals that I haven't ID'd. When you identify all of the animal species on a planet, you get a huge bonus. It used to be like you would get money as your bonus, but I can't remember if now it is nanites or units, which is the game's money. I'll find out. I'll push start, and I will go to discoveries, and you can see there's 5 of 7 fauna or animals discovered. And if I, yeah, now they give you nanites. If I get all of them, I will get 350 nanites, which is a lot. This is where I can also just upload their names to get 5 nanite clusters. I can choose to rename them if I'd like, or take what I can. Look at this guy. He's like a... He's a bird with like a pig nose. It's like a bat. He has like a bat nose, a falcon's body, and then kind of like a seal head. I don't know how to describe that, but it's confusing. Anyway, let me look for some more oxygen. There's some up here. So let's go ahead and run up this mountain and get us some more oxygen. Here we go. How's it going, big guy? I'll go looking for buried caches and stuff like that a little bit later once I get some more stuff. But for now, we're just going to pick up this oxygen-rich plant. And there's 15 oxygen. Is there any more oxygen around here? Usually it's in a bigger group than that. No, I don't see it. Alright. So let's go back to our ship and repair our launch thrusters with the pure ferrite that we got from our processor, our refiner. And then I think we're almost actually ready to take off in our ship. If you're curious, if you've never played this, this part of the tutorial is very didactic as they show you some mechanics that are vital to understanding the game, but very soon, like once you get your ship, they completely open the game up and you can just go do whatever you want almost. So it's not very long that they keep the training wheels on you if you are concerned about that. Alright, so let me go into my inventory, and I'm on the starship, and let's fix this by using some... And now we have repaired the launch thruster. And our launch systems are online, and then it just says seek answers among the stars, which is like, that's got to go down as one of the most iconic video game phrases of, you know, this generation of games. What a cool thing to say. And I mean, that literally, they're saying there is a procedurally generated universe that we've created, and now it's yours to go explore as you wish to find answers. Amazing. Anyway, um, I've taken off in my ship, and it's nighttime, and I'm just cruising around. You can see my little display here. I actually don't know too much about how to read all of my heads-up display, but there's like a diamond in the distance in my cone of vision that I see, and I can't wait to go check out what that is. I'm going, 109 units per second or whatever, and then you can speed up or slow down if I hold down R2 to like speed up. Ooh, look, here's like a little base. This might actually be the base that I already found earlier. Probably is. It looks unbelievably familiar, but I'm going to land here anyway. And you push square to land, and it has very nice auto landing, and boom, I've just landed. Now, one thing to be aware of is every time you land and take off, it uses fuel. So like if you're flying around, you're actually not using your fuel really. It's only when you take off, so it kind of does that to prevent you from going extremely short distances all the time in your ship. I think it's like a deterrent built in for that. So just be aware of that. But if you're playing on standard difficulty like I am, there's plenty of fuel around. It's not a concern. But if you're on like survival, it becomes a complete pain in the butt, and you never want to use your ship, and it's really aggravating. Alright, so this is a save point, and if you click on this, it's going to actually like chart the area, and then you get some, nanites and navigation data, I guess, in this case, for doing that. And then you can save your game here, and it's called the Uakao Dust Bowl. And so now you have in your discoveries section, you have waypoints of places that you've found, and you can actually upload these as well to get nanite clusters. So all of the exploration that you're doing in the game that's charted like this is something that you can use in turn to get nanite clusters, which at space stations and game hubs you can use. I have now 51 nanites. You can see in the upper left my different forms of currency to get stuff that helps you basically become awesome. Now, this planet is called Rayeto 15. I'm going to rename this. I know this is really, really pedestrian, but I'm going to call it Fireball because, you just catch on fire when you're here. It's scorching. Now, when you're in this screen, the Discovery screen, you get a bunch of cool information about the planet that you're on. Its weather is dehydrated, it's scorching. Sentinels are intermittent, which means they're hardly at all, which is good because they're really annoying. And we'll talk about them when we get to them. Flora is full. There's lots of flora here. The fauna is common. That means it's, you'll see it when you move around, which we do. And then they tell you like information about this area in terms of the economy, conflict level, and who the dominant life form is. And then it shows you what resources you can get on this planet. So ancient bones are like the buried, really cool resource, and that's actually something new to me. I've never seen ancient bones before since I've been playing. I've seen like, buried technology, but not ancient bones, so that's really cool. Selenium I've seen. It's a kind of rarish resource, and then they give you these other resources that you might need and can sell for some cash depending on how the economy's doing. There's so much built-in information now where you can look at your catalog of what you discovered and see, oh, here's dehydrogen, here's the explanation of it, what is it used for, and then you can locate that substance and see like where you can go find it. Anyway, just really awesome stuff. So I'm okay with this being called the Dust Bowl because it is a Dust Bowl, so I'm going to upload this. Get myself some nanite clusters. The minerals that we've found, I'm going to upload this. If it looks really, really interesting, maybe, you know, but a lot of the time I just upload my discoveries and take the random name that they have generated. You know, because what do I do here? What do I do with this? You know, polka dot triangle rock. I think that Pumang fight is fine. Wow, that's kind of interesting. And then, oh, nice. I don't usually name the rocks and stuff like that. Like sometimes I'll name the trees. But then again, these chestnuts are awesome. They're still here. They kind of look like pumpkins in this light, to be honest. I guess I'm just because I'm close to October in real life that I'm thinking about that. Let me check to see if there's anything left in this abandoned facility here. I mean, this person threw over the chair. Like, have you no shame? Can't we decorate this a little bit better? Apparently not. Let's get out of here. And just kind of flick over to this other little base. I love this. I love when they put chairs outside like this. Like, this is like lawn chair. And then you can just sit down and just take in the view. Like, here's me just chilling. Nighttime, enjoying my time on the planet. Alright, let's get up. Unidentified plant, huh? Oh, and we can go in here and get protection from the elements. Let's see. Stock transfer? Any money? Ooh. Ooh, we got like 1,600 units there. That's great. Anything here? Sometimes there's stuff on these tables. And then there's nanites that are in there. And we got like... Whoa, we got 61 nanites. So we just doubled our nanites by coming in here. That's terrific. And what is this? Is there carbon here for me? There is. It's very minimal, but whatever. We got some. And let's see. So this is something we have identified. This is exploding death plant. And let's just go ahead and scan it while it blows up and probably hurts us. But we do get 500 money just for putting it in our book. Unidentified plant. Let's check it out. Boom. Weed Cirrus. Yeah, that's about right. Do I know what this is? I have. I do know what that is. Alright. Wow. I mean, I love how colorful this game is. There's like these iridescent plants that are just, you know, glowing. And these are cool too. These are like temporary things that they have put in jetpack power surge. What does that mean? Well, it means that my jetpack is insane now. And that it lasts way longer than normal. Oh my god. I've broken my legs. You gotta be careful with your jetpack. If it starts going crazy, you need to save enough fuel for a good landing. Otherwise, you get hurt on the way down. Alright, let's get some dehydrogen going. Okay, so this is a really cool cave. Wow, look at the light sourcing on this. Alright, I'm going to turn on my light. Oh, it was already on. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Not very bright. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's just look around. What's in here? Do I know what this is? Nope. This gives you marrow bulb. And so you can mine that for marrow bulb. Let's see. Unidentified. Let's check out what this is. Yeah. Do we know what this is? Nope. Let's get it. Carbon. Alright, cool. Let's get the marrow bulb on this. We're getting some out of that. Great. Let me just kind of go down in here. Remember when you're underground or in a cave or whatever, things work out with temperature levels. And this cave doesn't really go anywhere, so let's just head out. Okay, fantastic. Now they really want us to seek answers among the stars, which we might get into that, but for now we're just going to check out what's around here. Let's just get rid of this goop by discarding it and see what's in here in the damaged machinery. Bunch of nanites. Cool. Oh, there's some information on my map. It's showing me... You can go to your log, by the way, and see your objectives, and it wants me to just leave the planet. Like, if I want to complete the primary mission, you need to leave the planet. And you can do that whenever you want, you know. It's good to progress the main story at some point so that you can unlock new stuff, go new places, you know, get the warp drive and stuff so you can travel further. But for now, I'm just chilling. I'm just checking this out. This is Solarium, I think. These, like, fiery death plants. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna see if I can mine these with what I have, or if you need, like, the hazard gloves or anything like that. Let's go check this stuff out. There we go. I finally did it. That's the fast move. You have to get that, the feel for that back. It's Solar Vine. Cool, and I already know what it is. I love how this looks. It's like Christmas lights. Alright, Solar Vine. Oh yeah, you need the Hazmat Gauntlet to pick up the Solar Vine. Alright, well. Fine. Fine. We'll get that. Is there any oxygen around here? Well, there's some. Let me see if I can do my move again. Ooh, I'm sliding. Nope, that's not it. There we go. That move, which is doing the melee attack and then using your jetpack while you're still in the motion of doing the melee attack, which you do with R1, it is like the fastest way to move around in the game. And it was discovered like accidentally by people early in the game's cycle. And luckily they've never decided to remove it because it's so awesome. It's such a weird quirk, but it's a sweet way to get around. And what you can do is kind of time it and synchronize it with your sprint retimer to make sure that when you're on foot, you're getting around as quick as you can. Now I'm going to go into my exosuit and I'm going to go to my technology and see if I can actually finally install this. I have exactly enough. Perfect. So now I have put this on my backpack. So I have an oxygen recycler, which gives us 10% to our life support. Alright. Now, I'm going to just quickly take off, and it says not enough fuel in launch thruster. Well, how do you get fuel? Alright, let's craft it. Oh, no, you don't. I'm sorry. That's not what you need to do. You need to click on the launch thruster and recharge it. And you need Starship launch fuel or uranium. Now, Starship launch fuel is here. How do I make it? I just need dehydrogen and metal plating. And all I need is ferrite dust. Well, unfortunately, I turned all of my ferrite into pure ferrite through my refiner, so I need to collect some ferrite. Fortunately, pretty much everything is ferrite. Like, all rocks are ferrite. So, oh, I didn't identify this yet. Let's scan it. Obviously. Beautiful. And then let's just start getting the stuff. Terrific. Oh, that's needs the advanced laser, so I can't get that. Usually, like the big rocks, you just can't get right now until you get the advanced laser. But whatever, we're cool. We can get this, and then now we can just go into our inventory and craft metal plating, and then now craft Starship launch fuel. Oh, but we need dehydrogen instead of dehydrogen jelly. But you can go to dehydrogen jelly Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't break it apart once it's been made into a bigger piece. That's funny. Anyway, I don't have enough, but I think maybe there's enough on my ship. So let me get back to my ship and see if now I have enough. Here we go. So your ship's inventory is something that you can access from your exosuit as long as you're close enough to it. And you can get technologies to increase the range at which you can draw items from your ship. But just be mindful of that you usually need to be pretty close to your ship to use its items. Now we can just push the down button and go to recharge equipment, and oops, you can't do it this way unless you're in the ship. So you have to get in the ship, then once inside the ship you can push down, recharge equipment, launch thruster, and then slot in the fuel, and now I can take off. From in the air, every time I take off it uses 25% of my fuel, by the way, until you like improve efficiency. Now I have scanned the area using my scanners, and sometimes you can get cool info on places with your ship by using the ship scanner, and sometimes not. Sometimes you just have to use your eyeballs as you travel around the surface of the planet. And of course, if you want a better view, you can just go up higher and then get a cooler, like, bird's eye view of what's around you to see if there's anything that's worthwhile to land on. And if you hold down the circle button, you get a little boost to speed, and so you can travel. I'm going at like 155 right now, for example. You can just look around and see if there's anything, and you can see on my little map there is some stuff. It's showing me that behind me there was a landing point that I passed. These green circles are a landing beacon, and I can just push the square button and it will automatically pull me into this spot, and then boom, I've landed here. And I'm going to jump out of my ship and I'm going to check around, and there's like a little habitat or base that's been built here. And let's see what this is all about. Anybody home? Okay, so here's the front door. It looks like nobody's here. This stuff has been raided, and if I try to get in, it says reinforced door. So you have a decision to make in the game, which is entirely up to you. And look, right there is a sentinel, by the way. So this is kind of like one of the enemies, or the game's robotic bad guys, and he just goes around looking at everything you're doing and filming you, and he's collecting data. But if he sees you doing something bad, he will tell his buddies about it, and they will come and hunt you down. Something bad would be like trying to shoot through this door to get inside this building. So let me just show you what happens if I try to do that. Nothing right there because I'm on my mining beam. However, oh, what is the button that I need to push to switch to my laser or whatever? Maybe I don't even have a laser. I think it's triangle, and I think I don't have a gun right now, so I can't get through that door. Maybe if I used my spaceship's gun, but I don't think so. So we're just going to skip on this. And I think this makes for a terrific place to stop the episode. We now have our ship, and we can kind of explore as we like. But I think it's probably best if I go into space next episode and find the space station in the system and progress the story enough to start unlocking some new possibilities, like us building our own base. Now I will also, before I go, I'm going to show you inside your backpack, I'm getting all this navigation data. You can actually go and in my exosuit, I have this navigation data, and you can trade it with a cartographer to get useful star charts, or you can sell it for some money. So these are really, really useful things to get for finding your way around. And so when I get to the space station, we will find a cartographer and make that trade. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in for this episode of Let's Play No Man's Sky here in 2020 with the Origins update. I'm really loving this game, and I can't wait to just get a little bit further so we can look at some other planets in the system, see if there's a suitable one for building a base and kind of establishing a home. This planet is not going to be a home because you need constant environmental protection to even be on the surface. I always try to look for a planet that is, you know, good to look at visually and doesn't hurt you. It's not like, you know, dangerous to be on for our home base. And that's what we're going to look for next time. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have an excellent evening or day. I'll check you guys next time. Take care.